Beverley McLachlin made history as the first female Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Canada. She led that court for nearly 20 years and shaped the legal landscape of the nation. After her retirement, she took on a new challenge, writing fiction. And her two gripping legal thrillers have captivated readers, and now she's back with another called Proof. Welcome. Great to have you back in the studio.
Wonderful to be here.
I loved this. This is one of the books. We fight over a lot of books in the office, and this is one that I'm going to hang on to tight. Because the premise of this book is very now. Can you set up the story for us?
Well, it's about the lead character in my novels is a feisty criminal lawyer named Jilly Truitt, and she takes on cases. And this particular case that she gets dragged out of maternity leave to take is about the disappearance of a little girl who's been, nobody knows what happened.
But she's a celebrity girl. She's a daughter of celebrities.
And she's a daughter of a celebrity pop rock star. And all the complexities that go on. Then the mother is charged with having murdered her, ultimately. And so the question is how Jilly defends her. And along the way, there's a lot of discussion and interest in, you know, the problems of parenting and children and how we treat our children.
One of the greatest things about your books is obviously all your legal knowledge that comes into when she's putting her cases together and what she's looking for. And I often feel like not only would it be a good Netflix show or, you know, or a Crave show, it would be a really great series. Like if you love any of these like crime thriller dramas, where you get to know the law and the reasons why. So much of that is in this book, but also in an entertaining story.
Well, I try to, you know, help people understand the legal system and why criminal defense lawyers defend people and how you sometimes defend people who might be guilty, but it's part of our criminal justice system that you provide a good defense for everybody, and it's a charter right. So a lot of people don't understand those nuances, and they have trouble understanding it. And I hope that through reading my books, they can get a better understanding.
They're a great read, but you also learn a lot in the same time. With Proof just released, you've got your first two thrillers, Full Disclosure and Denial. Those are both bestsellers. Tell us how you made the shift from this groundbreaking legal career into writing fiction. Were you always jotting down notes for potential stories?
No, I wasn't. Long before I went on the bench as a judge, I had thought about I'd love to do a story like this, but then I set it aside for almost 48 years when I was a judge. And then when I was retired, I didn't know quite what to do. And I thought, well, maybe I should give this a try, because it was something I always wanted to do. And I thought it was crazy, which it was.
Those are the best ideas.
Much more difficult than I thought it would be, but here we are.
I love that you've had this career, and then you take it and you write fiction. And I wonder, I think some people will wonder, when you've dealt in fact so much and raw facts.
Exactly. Well, when you're a judge, you don't get to make it up. You have to take the facts as they come, and you have to judge them very accurately. So it was quite different to make up stories and so on, but in a way it was fun, because I used to laugh and say, now I get to make it up a little bit, and something I could never do as a judge.
Something that's different in this is motherhood is woven into part of the storytelling.
It is.
And you mentioned this off the top about motherhood and working with children, dealing with our children. Why was that an important piece for you this time?
Well, I think it's an important piece. It was an important piece in my life. It's an important piece for many young women who are having legal and other careers. How do they balance this? How do you manage the guilt? What can you make the switch from, you know, being a successful, powerful career person to suddenly being a mother, and how much of each demand or career that you have, how do you manage them both? And I thought that it's a fascinating and very topical subject for so many women and for our society. So, and how do you parent? It's a big deal, you know. It's not obvious, and I think it's worth thinking about and writing about.
And it's definitely worth reading. Thank you so much for being here in studio today. A reminder again, the book is called Proof.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.